So Trevor Calkins said, after learning to read, learning the multiplication facts is probably one of the most important things we learn in elementary school. Think about it. You're not going to expect anybody to learn how to read if they don't know how to sound out the letters. Trying to get students to do math questions, algebra questions, doing division, solving problems, questions, I should say, word questions, without having a knowledge of the basic facts, and I mean facts, not skills, okay? These are basic skills in your book. Basic facts are the knowledge of addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. So knowing your multiplication facts helps in everything, because students are not spending time trying to recall that fact before they can do the actual new math concept. They're not. They already have it, and every time they already have it, it builds their confidence. And they feel like, yes, I can do this, instead of, I still can't remember what 6 times 7 is, you know? So helping your students to understand the benefit of just knowing those facts is a huge step. So they're not fighting it all the time. They're not saying, oh, why do I have to practice this? We sometimes think we can't give students time to work on times tables because I have all these units to cover. Guess what? There's not going to be any success in covering those units without these basic facts in place. And of course, you can do them at the same time, but you want to build the students' confidence and ability to learn the new things. Okay, so these are Power of 10 cards, and I just have to do this quickly. What number is this? 1. We're counting the red, okay? 1. You could say this was 9, couldn't you? Yeah, because there are 9 white. And what number is this? 5. You practice using Power of 10 cards where the full column is on the left-hand side, and then it is added to it. Okay, so we got this. Sums to 10. So sums to 10 is what kids learn from using Power of 10 cards, right? They see this as 5 plus 1 or 10 minus 4. Huge, huge. These cards can also be used for fractions, as in 6/10, or decimals, as in 6/10, 0.6. And adding, using the Power of 10 cards, becomes 6/10 plus 4/10 is 1 whole, or 1.0. We talked about this already. Multiplication facts, families. Okay, so they practice saying 2 times 8 is 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. 16 divided by 8 is 2. This is a Power of 10 visual representation of multiplication tables. For example, 6 times table, we want to say, what does 4 times 6 look like? So we cover up the whole bottom, and we only leave uncovered 4 pictures of 6. And then we count them up like this: 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. You know what I did? I counted the columns of 5 and counted by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20. And then counted the ones: 21, 22, 23, 24. So 4 times 6 is 24. They have the visual. They have the oral to go with it. Would everybody please get 16 tiles in front of them? And would you put them into 2 rows? And you count how many are along the other side. We talked about this already. Multiplication facts, families. Okay, so they practice saying 2 times 8 is 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. 16 divided by 8 is 2. Would you take the triangular flashcards? And of course, I would make these on card and not just on paper so that they last better. Where students would have them upside down and then pick up the card with their thumb covering one corner. And then what I see here is, I look at the larger number, 25 divided by 5. What's the answer? It's 5. The answer's right there. You can check it immediately. You're not waiting for someone else to do it. You can play this game with a number of flashcards on a table upside down, and kids take turns and try and get it right. Is there someone else who has to judge whether they got it right or not? No, they just uncover it, right? So they see the relationship between multiplication and division easily. Then, when they do the multiplication facts sheet, and they identify which ones they don't know, you give them the blank sheet of triangular flashcards and they make them up. This one I don't know 6 sevens or 42, okay? So I put 42 divided by 7, and then I put 6 in the other corner, okay? They are taking responsibility for the facts that they want to know so that they can do math for the rest of their lives, so that everything's easier. Reduced times table sheet we already talked about. And teaching the perfect squares, looking for other patterns on the sheet to identify the questions they need. The next skill that is so useful to kids and helps to reduce their anxiety and gives them so much power is to practice multiplying by powers of 10. Anything times 100 is put 2 zeros on the end of that single digit. Being able to do multiplying by powers of 10 is easy and powerful. So, for example, then you get down to 2 different powers of 10, 40 times 300. So I would have them, and do this because it applies to high school science. Which are the significant digits? Which ones are the significant digits? Well, the 4 is a significant digit, and the 3 is a significant digit. So is it difficult? No. They feel so powerful at being able to do that. And then they can move from that to being able to do any question to estimate it.